You're listening to Potty Mouth Radio, the home of movies, music, television, and comedy.
And now, the hunt for the perfect album.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Hunt for the Perfect Album with Billy and Dave. How you doing, mate?
I'm good.
Oh, okay.
I'm nervous.
Are you nervous because I told you that I think this is the best Australian album of the decade?
That, and I've already disappointed you once talking about Unbreakable. I feel really,
Nah, it's okay. Look, these things happen, and even though I think this is the best Australian album of the last 20 years, I know that this was a risk giving to you as well, because it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea. It's similar to a couple of weeks ago when I gave you Boxcar Racer. I'm in a weird funk at the moment, Dave, where I'm just giving you stuff that I know you're not going to like, but I'm giving it to you anyway because I like it so much. So, yeah, this week we're talking about the Smith Street Band's 2020 album, Don't Waste Your Anger, which, as I've already said several times, I adore. I think this is literally one of the best Australian albums of all time. I came to this, as I do with most artists, through Spotify Shuffle. And I can't remember what artist I was listening to at the time, but I think, as I said last week, the Smith Street Band are predominantly known as a punk band. To be honest, it may have been Martha or something I was listening to that brought me to the Smith Street Band. This album, however, and I'm sure that you'll agree after listening to it, I would not call this punk at all. No. I struggled to define this.
It's just kind of an Aussie indie band.
Yeah, okay. All right, well, let's get straight into it then. I'm curious to know your thoughts about it. Based on, your facial expressions and stuff, I don't have high hopes, but let's dive in.
No, it's really good. I loved it.
Oh, yeah, there we go. Yes. It's fucking brilliant, isn't it? Oh,
it's really,
man.
really good,
I wonder if we're going to have the same. I've got this one on vinyl. This is probably my most played vinyl in my collection because I think that this actually really, truly fits the definition of perfect album. I think that every song on this thing is great. I think it has a wonderful, wonderful flow where the songs sonically kind of flow, but
tracks would change, and I didn't notice the change, especially the first.
The whole first
three
side,
or four.
Yeah.
You don't even notice the transition. It's really, really well done.
Yeah. The production's amazing. Let's hop straight in with the first track, "God Is Dead."
Yeah, starts with a bang.
Sobriety's good, but so's being high. Society's fine with the passage of time. Try slow it down so I can unwind. Tragedy is comedy if you can get through it. If you can get through it. Perspectives in
I think the lyrics in this song are so strong. Just that opening line,
really good
sobriety's good, but so's being high. Like, it's just fucking brilliant. Come a long way from a neck in a noose. Like, was never a Boy Scout, so I fell straight through it.
I haven't bothered to go look up the actual lyrics of all the tracks, but to me, this felt almost like a concept album about relationships, almost the way Tallahassee does.
100%. Yes, agreed. Yeah.
Like you flow, through songs about relationships and relationships failing, and then you've got a breakup song later on, and then and it's and so many really great lines and couplets and things in the songs.
Yeah.
Very keen to go and listen to some of their other albums based on this one.
I really, really love their most recent album as well, Life After Football. I think it's really, really great. And I think they've got like 9 albums now, and I think they're all really strong. But this, to me, is just from start to finish, absolute bangers. I'm curious to see if we have the same favourite, because I don't know if we will, but...
I don't know that I could pick one yet. I could narrow it down probably to 3 or 4.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, I mean, God Is Dead goes into Big Smoke almost seamlessly. I didn't notice the transition. It just seemed to get a bit more up-tempo.
Yeah, it's true, yeah.
of the tracks along the reservoir and make friends we weren't obliged to know. Slept naked by the fire and made angels with our bodies. Used your spirit as a blanket that was big enough to cover me. Wanna live in a beautiful world.
Yeah, I love that song. And you're right, the transition between every track, it's really cleverly split. I think the side A and side B, they just really flow together.
So does side A ends with End of the World?
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Right, okay. Yep, that makes sense. Yeah, track 3 was probably my favourite up to that point.
Yes.
Still Dream About You. By a fair margin, I really like that track. And from memory, that's the one that kind of equates missing your ex with missing cigarettes.
So he had actually written it about quitting smoking. Yes.
Oh, okay.
The entire song is actually about quitting smoking. You know,
Okay,
I still
but
dream about you, and I don't know if I want to, but I do.
Yeah.
It's so clever. But yes,
yeah.
it's 100% like just a brilliant breakup song. But the way it's, oh god, yeah, this 100% is probably my favorite, if not my second favorite track.
Dream about you. And I don't know if I want to, but I do.
Yeah, I absolutely love that song. It's another one of those ones that I put on, I can't help but just fucking thrash around to.
when it hits the chorus. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Beautifully slows down a bit for the next one though. The kind of ebb and flow of the
Yeah.
album is really, really, really good.
Yeah.
So Dirty Water had one of my favorite lines in any of the songs, which was "I've fallen out of love with people."
Yeah, that's the chorus, yeah.
And I just it's such a simple line.
Yeah.
But I was just like, so I reckon everyone can relate to it. Some days you're just like, yeah, I'm fucking over
Yeah.
people. Just don't fucking talk to me.
It's between I Still Dream About You and Dirty Water for my favorite track. Dirty Water is, from memory, it probably wasn't the first track that I heard from the album because it wouldn't have been what came on in Shuffle, but it was the first track that I really, really loved from the album that made me go and buy it on vinyl. It's, I think, songwriting-wise, like you said, the lyrics are so clever, but the instrumentation and the tonality of it, it's so discordant and kind of dreamy.
A lot more keyboard forward in this one from memory.
Yeah, yeah.
I wash my face in dirty water as our lives go in and out of order. Sometimes your hands feel unfamiliar on the back of my neck, and I do not care for this time travel as we unwind and we unravel on a couple 100 square foot capsule, and neither of us respect. Said your mother.
Yeah, I love that song. I think it's instrumentally, it's so beautiful.
Then we apparently we get to the end of side 1 with End of the World, which, so I don't know. I've written down favorite ?
Really?
So I don't know if it actually is or if just while it was playing, something about it hit me. But it did have my favorite line from any song, which was "Nothing gets better, so enjoy what you have," which I think is, I want that on a t-shirt.
Heavy on myself after difference of opinion. Nothing gets better, so enjoy what you have. Nothing gets better, so enjoy what you have. You're gonna get angry and you're gonna get sad, but nothing gets better, so enjoy what you have.
Yeah, that is a wonderful track. I mean, I'm going to say that about every song because
it's up there. I think it's between that and I Still Dream About You for my favourite. Then side 2 kicks off with Losing It, which the only thing I remember, this was, I think, the first time that I noticed more harmonies, and I could hear a female voice kind of hidden in the harmony. That was a really nice change that made this one stand out.
Yeah, this one's a lot slower.
Separately in a one-bedroom apartment. Thought I'd go out and be reacquainted with the darkness. The things that we've both said lie scattered round the bed. Don't wanna step on their tails. They'll jump straight in my head. There's an hour.
I want you to go back and listen to some of the earlier songs, though, because even I Still Dream About You has some beautiful female harmonies in it, especially towards the end of the song.
I think I was focusing on other things, but because this was kind of pared back and slowed down,
the
harmonies were the thing that I noticed most.
Yeah.
And the lyrics. That's one. I mean, kind of the whole album. I feel like I want to do this, but that's one where I really wanted to go and look up all of the lyrics because, you've kind of got. It's so identifiable. This guy who's just knows he's fucking everything up completely and doesn't know why the girl is still with him at all.
Will Wagner is a brilliant fucking songwriter. Like, absolutely go look up the lyrics. At the very least, read the lyrics to God Is Dead. I honestly, they stagger me. They are mind-blowingly good.
Yeah, really good. Next track, Profiteering, kicks off. Not subtly. Once the vocals kick in, it's fairly emphatic.
This is
little bit
first
nihilistic.
This is the first and probably only actual like punk song on the album. Like I said, Smith Street Band are kind of known as a punk band, and I feel like this is the only one on the album that is actually.
This has got a bit of that punk nihilism, although it sort of gets a bit hopeful at the end, maybe.
Everything's fine. Everyone sucks. Everyone's lying. The converts are the most about. They don't always know what they're talking about.
Yeah, opening with everything's fucked, everything's fine, everyone sucks, everyone's lying. So good.
Yeah, that's a cracker.
Yeah.
And then I'd forgotten this. The next ones might be in the running for one of my favorites as well.
Okay, I thought it might be. This is the kind of folk song.
Where we get to the kind of the actual breakup song in an album that's kind of all about a relationship slowly going down the gurgler.
Yeah.
And it's more acoustic, more folksy. Really, really liked it.
Yeah, nice.
If you're thinking that one day you'll go, that our love will take a turn or two, but it's a dead-end road, and leave me on the footpath at the front of your front door. 'Cause I don't think my heart can take the beating anymore. And yeah, I understand, doesn't mean this doesn't
Nice. I'm glad you like that track. That
real
bodes,
sort of Paul Kelly vibes.
Yeah, that bodes well for probably the next 2 albums that I've got in the list for you. So
real. I mean, obviously, no attempt to de-Aussie the accents or anything.
Oh yeah.
That one was a real sort of mid-career Paul Kelly, kind of every fucking city, that era.
Yeah.
Where it's not a kind of conventionally good voice.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
But
yeah.
musically, it's great. The lyrics are amazing, and it's almost that kind of Aussie Paul Kelly poetry to guitar vibe, which I think
definitely.
that's one of the reasons why I really kind of
You should
to that one.
You should
so
check
much.
it out. Around the time or just after this album came out, Will Wagner, the lead singer, he took to doing live sets on Facebook Stream. I think it was called Will Live in the Back Shed and stuff like that, where it was just him and an acoustic guitar doing like full sets. And you should look some of them up. They're really, really cool. If you like that song, then there's acoustic versions of just about every song on this album done that way.
Oh wow, awesome, definitely. Then we kind of rock it up a bit with Heaven 11, which started off a bit weird compared to the rest of the album. I was like, oh, this has gone in an odd direction. And then it kind of sort of kicks into the rest of the song. But unusual start.
I have these bursts, moments of clarity. I have these blood tantrums at reality. I miss your body, I miss your spirit. World's a better place with you in it. Had that dream again.
Yeah, it's very almost synthy, poppy.
That might be one of my favorites too.
Yeah, and then towards the end, it really does rock up a bit.
I miss your body, I miss your spirit. The world's a better place when you're in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's risen in my estimation. Just even more on a re-listen. That's up there as well.
Yeah.
There's something about the instrumentation really makes it stand out, and I couldn't put my finger on what instrument it was, but something was different in that one.
Yeah, I think it's just the production. I'm pretty sure that is a guitar, but the way they've got it almost like phasing, it sounds almost more like an 80s synth. It's really cleverly done. Yeah. Oh, I'm glad we're up to the final track, the title track, and so far you haven't had a negative thing to say about any track. So
no, well, it's not going to start now. The title track's perfectly good. It's fine. It's very catchy. Probably not one of my favorites, but it's a strong finish and it's super catchy. It's, there's no down notes on this album. It's really, really good.
Nice.
Everything went straight out the window like when we're smoking in the rental car. Little embers and fires pinwheel into the night. Still 100 kilometers to where you are. Fell asleep with the blinds open so I could wake up.
Nice. I'm so glad that you enjoyed this album.
No, I loved it. I may buy it. I want to listen to it a few more times first. I'm definitely going to check out their other stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I need to re-listen to it at least a couple of more times because I genuinely now have about 5 things that could be my favorite.
Nice.
It was only 2 or 3 before, so.
So how are you scoring it out of 10?
It's an 8 at the moment.
Oh, nice. Yes.
But I might revise that up to 9 after I've listened to it a couple more times.
Excellent. Despite me thinking this is one of the best albums of all time, I was really nervous giving this to you because you never know what way it's going to go. But I'm so glad that you enjoyed this. Oh, nice.
It's one of my favorite things you've given me, I think.
Excellent. So what are you throwing at me next week?
Oh, something very similar. Now I know you're going to know at least one track off this because it's quite well known.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping that the rest of the album is going to be new stuff to you, and I'm giving you Don McLean's American Pie.
Excellent. I nearly bought this very recently.
You've probably heard the title track, I would guess.
I certainly have. Just recently, I was at the the $2 record store, and I saw this sitting there, and I was so close to buying it, and I can't even remember now why I didn't at the time.
It's one of my favorite album covers too. It's a really cool He's got like the American flag painted on his thumb, and you've got this
Yeah.
little close up of the
Yeah,
thumb,
yeah.
almost and then his head face in the background. Very
Yeah.
cool photo.
Yeah, nice. Is the entire album, is it in similar vein to the title track American Pie? Is it folk slanted?
By and large, it's the whole thing has that kind of early 70s slightly melancholic folk tone.
Yeah, nice.
It's not sort of protesty at any of it.
Okay,
Obviously,
yeah,
the title track is a very, it's like MacArthur Park. It's like a very unique thing about a particular thing.
Yeah.
The rest of the songs are not like that in terms of content or style. They're more sort of straightforward, but they vary between kind of cynical poppy numbers and kind of fairly bleak anti-war songs and things
sweet.
in between.
No, I'm really looking forward to it. It's one of those albums that for years I've known that I should be more familiar with. Because as you
really
say,
hard, though, because
everyone in
when
the world knows the title track.
More so than probably any album in history.
Yeah.
Everyone knows and knows the title track so well.
Yes.
Even people that don't even know who sings it can
Yeah.
sing along to it.
Yeah.
So it's hard to sort of go, I should go and listen to the rest of that album, knowing that the rest of that album is not going to be that song.
Yes. Yep.
And I don't want to spend money on an album where I already know the main song inside and out.
Yep. No, that's
But
cool.
I'm hoping I do know several people for whom the title track is not their favorite song on the album.
Which often
So-
happens. And often I find that the biggest hit is not my favorite song on an album. So
Thank you, Mum.
no, so that's all. I'm so glad to finally have like a reason to sit down and listen to that. Because as I say, I've known for years I should be more familiar with it. All
Brilliant.
right. Sweet. Well, thank you all for joining us here at the Hunt for the Perfect Album. I hope that you guys out there enjoyed the Smith Street Band as much as Dave did. If you do like them, they are almost constantly touring. In fact, I'm pretty
I
sure
was
that they're
about to
going to
say,
be towards
I've
your
put
way
a thing
soon.
in 2nd of November. I've put a note in my diary.
Are they going to be in Sydney?
Sydney, the 2nd of November in Sydney. I didn't see, actually. Do I still have the browser?
Last I saw, they were in Kiama soon. I just missed them. They were in Canberra on Anzac Day, but unfortunately I couldn't make it.
Saturday, 2nd of November at Crowbar on
the
Parramatta
Crowbar.
Road.
Yeah. I saw Shonen Knife at the Crowbar only like 3 months
Oh, yeah, that
ago.
was only recently.
Yeah. All right. Okay. I'm gonna put that in the calendar. Yeah.
Let me know if you're driving up, because if I can offload kids if I've got them that day.
Yeah. Let's
Off
do
the
it.
back of this album, I'm keen to go. So
All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining us here, and I'm going to play us out. I know we listened to a bit of it, but I'm going to play us out with our "I Still Dream About You" because why not?
yeah, sure.